Hey everyone, it's Clint. I've got something kind of funny to show you, or I don't know. This is interesting, something I found on Twitter. Uh, Before we get into it, though, Fatal is on Indiegogo right now. You can back it in the link in the description below. Take a minute to go over there, check out the perks. There's some really good ones, but I can promise you will not be disappointed. This is just one of the most beautiful books out there, period. Indie comics or otherwise, this is just amazing. All right, so saw this posted on Twitter from, I don't know, Rando. Yeah, sure, Rando on Twitter, and he said retweeted some Comicsgate MFR without knowing it, and was immediately notified by you, beautiful people. Delete, block, die. Uh, so this is what comes down to guilt by association. Essentially, this is all that it is. Because if other people, this is the funny thing, is because if you go out and you announce and you make a big hoopla over, hey, I'm a Comicsgate, I'm sympathetic, I am part of the group, I'm on this side of the culture war, however you want to word it. If you do that, then you've called yourself Comicsgate. You've basically, I don't know, drawn a line in the sand. Now, if you don't do that, sorry about that chime. If you don't do that, but you associate with all the people on the wrong side, they're still going to call you Comicsgate, and they're going to delete, block, die. So that happens. All right, now look at this. Here's a response. I had that same feel a few months ago when I realized I supported an IGG for one of them when the book arrived with a forward ranting about PC culture. Now, Downcast Rise and Fall is arriving right now, and while I'm not super into having politics explicitly in comics, especially not in the book itself, I actually do have a forward in here. If you don't have your copy yet, I've got a forward in here that was written by Von Klaus. And, I asked Vaughn, hey, give me a reflection on what comics is like right now. Indie comics currently, if you took a snapshot of what things are looking like right now. And how do you do that without mentioning the culture right now, with the climate with PC culture? How do you do that in comics? It's so integral to just how things are operating right now, and the shrinking of the industry and the growing of indie comics. If you don't think that's linked, I would question why you would think that. So in the forward, Vaughn essentially wrote about his experience going to a film school and feeling basically ostracized, looking around, and maybe you've had that feeling. You look around and you think, am I the only, has everyone gone mad, or have I gone mad? What's up? All of a sudden everyone is just, I've got chimes going, guys, everyone's emailing me, it's busy. I'm not going to edit that out either. I'm going to do what you boy Zach does and just plow on through it. So apologies. But yeah, the experience of feeling like you don't belong in the place that you're at, and especially in entertainment. So this is hilarious. Makes you feel dirty, don't it? Yeah, I don't even particularly have an issue with conservative creators if they make stuff I like. We know Bill Willingham can write, and Iced Earth has the riffs. Okay, but openly associating with groups like that is hard for me. Now, how I would push back a little bit on, how are you going to find a conservative creator that also has bought into the internet cooties game? They're out there, don't get me wrong, but you're not actually talking about necessarily a conservative creator. Then that's not really your problem. Your problem is anybody that associates with anyone you don't like, or anyone that associates with someone. The line is going to endlessly move, which is why, exactly the reaction is delete, block, die. Now, if this is the reaction, I've got to ask you, don't you think that there are people in your peers that are making comics, probably in indie comics right now, and they're looking around and they're thinking the same thing that Vaughn wrote here in this forward in Downcast? that he, what's up? He doesn't belong here. What's supposed to happen? I would imagine that there are other people that feel that same way. And then here we go. The biggest irony: I judge a person by their actions, not their associations. And the response is agreed. Best way to do it, really. How did we get there? You just started off with knowing that somebody associated with someone that you don't like. Even though you liked their book, you liked something they had to say, apparently, that you retweeted it. But it has nothing to do with their associations. It just has to do with their actions. I'm beside myself. I can't believe it, though. Let's see. I've had a few sneak through lately. Blah. That's they're regular people. They're all regular people. That's why maybe, just maybe, some of them aren't so different. They're regular people. It's just that you're afraid of internet cooties. That's what it comes down to. Block, block, block. Why would you block? They posted something that you liked enough to retweet, or a campaign enough that you liked to buy. Terminate with extreme prejudice. Is that a death threat? I don't know. Speaking of termination, Fatal is on Indiegogo right now, and I don't care who you are, who you associate, what your affiliations are. The book is literally for everybody, so check it out. We've had a fantastic first day. We're on day 2. It's young on day 2. We already have $62,000. If you haven't backed it yet, check it out in the link in the description below. All right. Now here's somebody, a free thinker, that says, I think I'm still safe to retweet. I'll let you know if things change. So who are you actually afraid of? That's the funny thing. If you look through what the dangers of internet cooties, essentially it comes down to the fact that you're not afraid of these internet lepers, comic skaters. You're not afraid of them. What you're afraid of is the reaction to them. You're afraid of everyone else. You're afraid of the mob deciding to ostracize them. That's essentially what we have here. So why would you not block the mob then? The people that you're actually afraid of. It's safe to retweet. I'll let you know if things change. Appreciated. All right. Well, yeah, safe to retweet him. It might change though. You could change. We might change his mind. Let's see. I'm sorry. We talked about this. Look at the, oh, you already handled it. Wow. This is another death threats. Boom. Oh my gosh. What is going on? This is kind of disgusting. Wow. This thread, it's worse than I thought. What happened? He retweeted somebody, and now he's got to prove that he's willing to go to violent lengths to make sure that the scary people on the internet won't ostracize him too and delete and block him. Anyway, this is maddening. I would like to think that this kind of attitude would just change and people could be into comics or interested in following or retweeting anybody that they would want to. But in this case, the internet mob prevails. Who are you really afraid of? Is it the internet mob, or is it people with cooties? You decide. Thanks for watching the video. Appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out Fatal. It's in the link in the description below. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next video.